Psycho Mantis, one of the most remembered video game fights of all time. Upon meeting him, he takes control of your potential love interest, judges how often you save your game, reads your memory card, and makes your real-world video game controller vibrate. Upon the start of the fight, he messes with your TV settings, and you're thrown into a fight where Mantis dodges every bullet while mocking that he can read your mind. This prelude and the fight are amazing fourth wall breaks, and it's why it's so well remembered. Mantis is less taunting Snake, but more taunting the player themselves. The controller vibrate is to show that his powers can not only read the memory of your game and memory cards, but can affect things in our world. So what's the solution to beating a boss that can read all your inputs? Switch input settings. The second controller port, a very creative and fun solution. When you switch ports, Mantis stops dodging every move. So what do you do if you can't switch controller ports for whatever reason? Well, there is a backup solution, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense in my opinion. Again, the fun of the real solution is the fact that it involves the player, not the player character, to take the action to influence the game. But solution B involves removing the leather bands of these two statues in the corner in the room. They're modeled after Mantis's face.
Mantis despises the sight of his own face. He suddenly sees his own disfigured face staring at him. It might break his concentration.
This adds a little extra lore to the level design because the mirror in the boss room and the men's room are broken because of his hate of seeing himself, but the women's restroom still has its mirror because he doesn't go in there. However, when you remove the bands, it actually just destroys the whole head, so it kind of doesn't make sense that that would break his concentration since you actually just removed the thing that would break the concentration entirely. So, it's a workaround. It makes it so that the game is progressible if your second controller port was like destroyed, or you had half a PlayStation or something. But I want to go beyond that. Can you beat Mantis without switching controller ports and without removing the leather bands? No gimmick solutions. Can you just straight beat him? So we start running some tests. Like upon entry, you can see that he just starts dodging bullets, but he doesn't dodge every bullet. Occasionally while spraying, you will hit him. So I guess it's possible. So phase 1 of testing this is just going to be, let's use the bandana. Now, why would you use the bandana? Infinite ammo. So with the bandana and with the FAMAS, you can just kind of brute force your way through this fight. Seeing that you can get to the end result with bullets without using any gimmicks, theoretically it should be possible without the bandana. So I just tried, I just had my best go at it. And I actually got my ass beat a lot. But I sometimes made like decent progress. I made like almost halfway through several times. Halfway is about as good as I can do without like knowing the solution. So what is the solution? There has to be one, right?
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try. I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Got it yet?
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
If there is one thing that humans are good at, sometimes to a fault, it's recognizing patterns. And I found the goddamn pattern. It's 7. The way that the Mantis fight works technically is he will dodge 7 attacks and then get hit. Maybe the Colonel should have fucking told me that too, along with all the other clues.
Snake, is there some reason why you don't want to switch controller ports and you can't destroy the statues? Okay, well, there's actually another solution. 7 snakes. He'll dodge 7 times. You have to beat him. Shoot him! Shoot him after the 7 times, Snake!
Armed with the greatest knowledge of all. Science. I fucked that up. Armed with the greatest weapon of all. Knowledge. It was time to finally take out Mantis. No tricks. No gimmicks. Just pure gamer skill. Switching away from scripted mode, we're currently in narration mode right now. This is just kind of a highlight reel of some of the hits that we exchanged on each other throughout the about, I think, 30-minute fight. I didn't feel the need to show you all of it because I feel like I demonstrated the science and the math behind the fight. So I'm assuming that you'll just trust me that I wouldn't make this entire video up for no reason. Yeah, the way to beat him is to just shoot or punch him 7 times, and then the 8th time will hit. This can be easily done by punching. If you don't know, the easiest way to stun Meryl is to throw a stun grenade. So you will run out of bullets, but the bullets do respawn frequently enough for you to get in. But again, you can just kind of punch your way through this whole fight if you needed to. This should be the last hit coming up. Ran out of bullets, had to get some more, and there it is. Yeah, the last shot was a punch to the face. Something that's funny is he does say, so the cutscene is so you use the other, but it doesn't register whether or not you actually use the other or not. Which is interesting considering all the dialogue in this game. It's interesting that it doesn't actually show whether or not you destroyed the statues or you just chose to switch to port. It just assumes that you switched to port. This video was originally going to be way simpler, but for some reason I felt the need to be scripted in the beginning. So that is confirmed. Confirmation that you can kill Mantis without switching controller ports, without destroying the statues. All you have to do is count to 7. Thanks. Hope you had fun. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time.